Aloha, YouTube. This is ReSquared coming at you with another podcast. We got Tristan over here. He can introduce himself.
What's up, bro? My name's Tristan Davies, rapper, North Carolina, Kai's
Okay.
friend.
Okay,
You
okay.
know,
And basically, we kind of met through a job, and this is like a great upcoming rapper. He's always in the studio, trying to get his grind on. And I love that ambition with him. So I really wanted to get him on to get his feedback on like the music industry, and different things of that nature. So where do you feel like the music nowadays is going with, like, in terms of rap and music in general?
um, I mean, it's disappointing, but it still exists. You know what I mean? I love that hip hop still exists, but it's kind of disappointing. Rappers nowadays are like under the age of like 15. They don't really care about the art form. They just want to rap just to get attention or girls or any other type of extracurricular reasons. Like it's not a lot of love in the sport anymore as it was back then. I'm only 20, so I can't speak that much behind my age. But it's like 50-50 for me. There's still some old like jewels out there like Kendrick's and J. Cole's and not to even be um like that naive with it. But you know the YB and Cordays or the
Mhm.
Blizz, you know what I mean? The Isaiah Rashads. So it's not just like two people. There's still a lot of people out there that's still for the culture. But for the most part, to me, just looking at what I see every day, it's kind of sad. That's my opinion though.
Yeah, and I like that you brought out some names that, that's still
Don't
keeping the tradition alive. Yeah, because not all rappers are, the mumble rap that people think. It's a lot of other rappers that's still keeping it real.
yeah,
Who would you say is the best storyteller rapper, though?
stories however. I'd probably say Biggie Smalls, but as far as one that's alive, uh,
He from North Carolina, though, so you already know what he's gonna say.
J. Cole, Drake
I
still
knew it.
destroys. I
I
ain't gonna
knew
lie to
it.
you.
Nah, but
I
he
mean,
did.
Drake
Yeah,
still
nah,
destroys though.
he be saying some real stuff in his things. Like,
Yeah, heartbreak stories. All that.
when you can put somebody in the moment where you were when you made that thing, then you doing something. You know what I mean? That's the art of a true storyteller.
What's the song for you that does that? Like you
That
listen
does
to it, you
that?
can make it.
Honestly, I mean, you could say Cold World, you could say Wet Dreams, you could say a whole bunch of stuff. But it's one. I'm not even cap. I don't remember the name of it, but it's got like an old school beat to it. Nah, I'll be vibing with that one. No, that
What's
it's
the
off
subject?
his
Like, what's the story?
it's off the like second to last album. That's all I can tell you. It's a lot of them on there, but I'm telling you, it's one in specific. I know you know what I'm talking about. If you think about it, you probably
Is
can.
it For Your Eyes?
It might be. I think that might be it.
I think you're talking about the song For Your Eyes Only. It
Yeah,
goes like, eyes, do you understand? For you? Is that what you're talking about?
I think it's
That
that
might
one.
be.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. I'm
I,
dead. I'm dead serious. It might be that one. Yeah, but
yeah, I don't
that
know.
that one, I was like, oh shit, you can feel that one.
Yeah, so I be thinking.
Do you
They
listen?
got rappers in Norway you like, bro?
That's a couple, man. But like for the most part, you got different types of music. You know what's crazy though? You would think like the scene wouldn't be out here, but it's like a lot of like Afrocentric beats. You know what I mean? Like they got the more like Afrobeat music. They got parties out here for that too. Like they got legit parties. You know what I mean? And
Word.
a black people come out. So like in Norway you would think that it'd be like no black people at all, but it's like 8-10%. So pretty much like the same as you find anywhere else in America that's not East Coast or West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of popping, especially when you get everybody together like that. We seen a little view on the last time we went to the party. It was pretty popping. They had some good songs. They had a selection on deck.
Word.
Who would you say is really really influential to you in the rap space?
Yeah, everybody know Tupac Shakur, obviously. But I'll
Yeah.
give somebody that people probably don't even know.
Yeah.
Shoot. Uh, that's this. I'm gonna swap about everything, bro. But Dr. Dre is one of them goats that are just like undeniable. He's like undeniable great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching a football documentary. Not to get off topic, it's on the topic.
No,
But
no, go for it.
I was watching a football documentary today, and I think it was Aaron Hernandez documentary, and not to talk about like with that. I
Uh-oh,
was
I'm
just
gonna say
looking
that's
at
the whole
how.
thing.
Now I was just watching like how like dedicated like that dude or like football players like are to like their previous predecessors. You know what I mean? Like this dude was like talking about Warren Sapp and Gronk and Bill Belichick, like how great they were and how they formulated the passion they put into the game and their plays to formulate the art form or the NFL into what it was. Like that's what Dr. Dre is for me. Like he is really like an innovator in this rap game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he put out a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
And put
Nah,
people.
not just that. I mean, I feel like rap wouldn't exist without him. I can't really because if you like,
Damn, you saying rap wouldn't exist without him for real?
nah, bro. Like, if there's a family tree of rap, like
Yeah,
Dr. Dre is like on the pinnacle of that. Because from Dr. Dre, you got like the NWAs, you got the Death Row Records from Dr. Dre, you got the Eazy's, and from Eazy's you have the Bone Thugs and Harmonies. Then from Death Row Records, you got
that's
Snoop
the
Dogg,
rugged,
Big
thuggish
Dog, all
song.
the West Coast rappers. You know what I mean? You got Eminem from that catalog of Dr. Dre. Then from
That's
Eminem
true.
came 50 Cent. That's like
Hey, if
half of the
if
rap
if
game.
you saying it's a tree, I ain't saying he ain't on one of the bottom branches. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying you saying rap wouldn't exist without him. No,
It won't be the same. It definitely won't be the
no,
same.
I can agree with that. No, I say he one of the bottom branches for sure. But I don't
Okay.
know. I think it would have still.
It won't be as high as it was. I don't think rap will be as
Yeah.
popular as it
Yeah.
was.
No, that
I
that
say,
era that era to me was like the pinnacle of rap. Like I'm thinking like Tribe Called Quest, NWA. I think
yeah,
that's when you was because it was more something you could feel, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. They're not
I
gonna
don't
get
know.
they can't they literally can't get back to that. That's why I feel like everybody, reps their own era and says, "Oh, yo, when I was growing up, this music is the best." Your parents gonna say that, their parents gonna say that. Everybody thinks that their era was the best era, of course.
Yeah,
But
and listen, my era is this era technically because I'm 20 years old.
yeah.
I just don't, you know what I mean? I love certain artists like Lil Durks and like, you know what I mean? Baby Keem's like I love certain artists. It's
Yeah.
not like I'm like one who's like
Yeah, I was about to say
I'm
you
not
was
trying
you
to
was bumping it, you was bumping the NBA young. I know, I heard you.
you know what I'm saying? Like I still love artists that got some talent, but it's like I mean, like I said, like people just rapping just rap nowadays just for attention. Like
Yeah.
I just saw an article today, not today, but this week about like there's a study that's showing that like I think like 40% of millennials are like dropping out of college to become TikTok stars. You know what I mean?
Damn.
It's like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like I get that some people want to really pursue the art of being a TikTok star,
Yeah.
but all y'all niggas want to be TikTok stars?
Ain't
All
going
y'all
you
niggas?
ain't really just gonna make it.
All y'all?
That's what I'm saying.
Not because you can't make it, but it's like all y'all can't be this passionate about this app.
That's
Like
it.
you got to be. You feel me? You got to
Yeah.
be doing this for some other motive. You can't all
Boom.
be passionate about making the art.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
it.
Nah, you being real. You keeping 1,000. But like
Yeah.
let's say hypothetically you had a kid, right? And they wanted to pursue a music career. Or let's even fast forward 5 years, right? They want to be a
Yeah.
Fortnite fucking legend. Okay.
I.
And they
That's,
serious about it. You know what I mean? They grind and they like, yeah, look, I'm spending all my money on the V-Bucks, boom, bang, boom. Are you
yeah.
gonna be supportive about that? Or are you gonna be like, hey, games and stuff like that, you might be able to make it in the music industry, you might not. So you should really focus on this, and that should be a fallback.
Now
Which
I'm
one?
be supportive. I'm supportive of everything and anything. I don't kill people's dreams and whatever they do.
Okay.
Anything you want to do, you can do. Like gaming, OnlyFans, like whatever motherfucker want to do,
Okay.
he can do.
So that
Only thing I
ass.
would tell my
No, no,
kids
no, no,
though,
no, no, no. You said it. So that ass. If your daughter came to you and she's
I chill out,
no,
chill
no,
out.
no, 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 no. You said it. That's what people want to know, okay? Because as you a rapper, you in the booth all the time. So I'm telling you like right now, if your daughter came to you, she's 16, 17 years old, and she was like, "Hey, you know what? Real shit, I want to do OnlyFans." Would you be okay with that?
I mean, my dog can do what she want when she reaches a certain age. 18, you can do whatever you want. But I'll be like, I'll tell her from 18 moving up, where it's like, I mean, do it because if you're passionate about doing it, do it. To get on the gaming thing though, with the kid, you know what I mean? If my son want to be a Fortnite expert or whatever, I'd
Yeah,
be like, bro, like, do what you want to do as long as you're passionate about it. That's my main thing. Like, passion should be the main
that's
motivation
true.
for people.
No,
I
that's
think
that's 100%.
the reason why people fail, I think the reason why people fail is not because of I don't believe in the idea that like if 100 people want to get a certain job, half of them not gonna make it because there's certain statistics, like it's statistically impossible. I don't really believe that. I just believe that most people are not motivated to really achieve what they want to do. I feel like the motivation really drives your success. So if you're
Mm,
motivated enough to do it, son, then do it. And
yeah.
if you love to do it, but don't waste your life doing something to just fit in some type of circle. You feel me? That's what I tell my kid as far as
Well, that's
that.
facts. That's big facts, honestly. And
It's
look, look, because I'm at IT, so I'm telling you, look, a lot of people do that like thing, like where they get into it because they're like, oh man, I heard it make a lot of money, and it does, right? But then there's so many people who make 100K a year, 120K, and then they come home and they're like fucking miserable. You know what I mean? So it's like you also gotta like what you do. You can't just do it just solely for the money or solely for the fame or solely for the power. Because end of the day, that's what you spend most of your time doing. You spend most of your time at work or what your passions are, your hobbies.
and I can't get in the minds of those people. Like I don't understand. I'm in school, but
Mhm.
I don't understand people that are in school just to fit in where they fit in.
Yeah.
Like some people go to school with no motivation or no idea where to get a degree at. They just like how many girls I know, and not to discredit anybody with this field.
Uh-oh.
This is a very important field.
Go
But
ahead,
you
go
know how many people I know that just go to school for nursing just cause?
Yeah.
I
Just
guess that's
they
the thing to
they
do.
just heard like, "Oh, well, nurses get paid, so Imma fucking do it." Like, come on now.
But that's the time that you can play with people's life. Like that's not a job you should be taking just cause. You know what I mean? That's
Mm-mm.
something serious. You're dealing with somebody's life. You know what I mean?
And that's why they get
And
paid a lot. That's exactly
yeah,
why.
like, yeah, like it's not something. You feel me? Like yeah, but I can never be that.
Okay, okay.
I don't
You
care what
you
happens.
you might not ever be that, but
No, I'm not talking about that. I was just gonna say I can never be that person that has $1 million+ salary but works 80 hours a week, has no time with his family, no time to do what he love, and just have a paycheck sitting on their bed. Like I'd rather
yeah.
be,
So
yeah,
you more of a you'd rather have a lot of free time with little money versus a lot of money with no free time.
most definitely. And I always be good, but
Yeah.
most definitely,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Because think
Like,
about it. I mean, if you even if you got the power and you got the money, I mean, if you never can use it, what's the point of having it?
only
If you're always in the office, you it's basically meaningless.
you
Other than
always saving.
yeah, basically
Not that
take
saving is bad,
yeah,
but you know what I mean. When are you gonna spend $100 out of your $1 million checking
yeah,
fund? Like you know what I mean? Like come on, bro. I
yeah.
just experience. You know what I mean?
But would you ever sell out though? And I mean that in a music sense. Like, let's say a label came out and they wanted to sign you tomorrow, right? Let's say Universal hit you with a record deal, but they said, you know what, your music is like this, and we want it to be more like this.
No, 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 no,
You
no.
see, you
That's all I
telling
can
me,
do.
you telling
That's
me
what I'm
you
saying.
wouldn't, but would you really though? If they put a lot enough of zeros on that thing, would you reconsider?
Because I can't live with myself like that.
Okay,
How can you live with yourself being fake? My name is
true.
Tristan Davies. That's my rap name. That's my real name. I can't live being fake. Like that's what I'm saying. There's certain things with people. Like, I don't understand how people can live, wake up, and know that they're fake.
Yeah,
That must be living hell for people. You know what I mean? That has to be living hell for people.
it does.
Like you
Yeah,
know you want to do something. You feel me? Like, nah, I can't.
yeah.
Nah.
You keep it a
Would you?
buck. Hey, you know me, bro. If
Yeah.
you ain't true to yourself, then you ain't doing stuff. And honestly, no BS. That's where it ties into like that's one thing that I feel like one thing that religion got perfect is that the main thing that they try to preach to you is that you got to be genuine with yourself, and that's maybe the truest thing. Because like think about it, whether you're trying to get a girl, whether you're trying to get a job, whether you're trying to get into the music industry, whether you're trying to be a professional gamer, it's like all of those things relate to you being true to yourself. You go talk to a girl and you really fucking into anime or something, right? You know,
Yeah.
don't try to hide that and then pretend to her, oh, you don't like anime, because eventually it's gonna come out and then boom. And the crazy part about it is you're gonna find the right girl for you, and then she gonna end up being in anime just as much as you are, and then boom, y'all got a damn connection. So, your thing that you think is a weakness could be a strength, but you gotta be true to yourself to be able to find that, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah,
You can't act like that. Yeah.
yeah. Now, in terms of genres of music, though, do you listen to things other than like hip hop and rap?
Yeah, I listen to everything. I was in a band in school. I listen to everything, literally everything,
Everything. Uh-oh. Give me some other artists then.
in any genre.
Every genre.
Shoot, I love orchestra music, so any soundtracks, I'm on that. Like on top of that, so John Williams, Randy Eldman, who else? Hans Zimmer, all of that. I love all of that.
Okay. Also, some motion mix. I like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
You ever
Word.
vibe with like rock, soft rock, alternative?
Yeah, I like rock. I love Linkin Park.
Okay.
Linkin
That's
Park's
chill.
cool. Green Day,
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Green Day. Yeah, I like rock.
Okay.
I like some gospel stuff too.
You
I like a little bit.
wait,
I don't like too
gospel
much
too?
gospel.
No,
Not
you
too
don't
much.
listen to
Listen,
gospel.
not the singing. Like not the like.
But the
I like
Kanye kind of
gospel, but I don't
the Kanye kind
no,
of
not
chill
that.
turn up rock, Christian music.
Yeah,
I ain't
like
gonna
I
hang
like.
on.
I'm
No, no,
not.
no. Don't say on that Christian album he ain't have at least two bangers on there though. Don't say he didn't. Cause you know you was in there.
I just, but I ain't gonna say that. But I'm just saying I don't like. I don't like the sad gospel music, like oh the
Yeah,
clapping
nah, yeah,
hands, the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
crying. Like, hey, I don't like that. I like to be happy or be like I like rap hip Christian music.
Yeah.
If you can rap in like a
Oh,
happy
bro,
end,
I'm gonna put you on some artists, bro. No bullshit, no bullshit. Not right now. Andy Manua, he's good. And you got you Lecrae, everybody know Lecrae, bro. Yo, if you
I know the rap.
if you want to hear something that you wouldn't even like, you could really vibe to, you like, and then until you hear the lyrics, yo,
It's like
I'm
clean. Look,
I'm telling you,
yeah, I
he
know. I know.
clean with it. He clean with it, bro. His flow is
You know,
nasty, and that's why I was like,
yeah,
nah, I don't even care if you saying Christian stuff. Like that's good because if you think about it, you putting good stuff in your head, and you're getting the same vibe that you would get with any other rap song. You know what I mean? So it's like a double positive.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
That's what my
I
dad
know.
used to always say. He'd be like, "Hey, don't put all that crazy rap stuff in your head. Put some good music in there." So that's a good way to do both. Get a positive message, and you can be bumping.
Who's the first one you said? Andy who?
A Manua is like Mineo.
Okay, I remember him. Andy Manua. All right.
Yeah, he got some fire too. He got some fire too. One of his bars I kind of remembered offhand, but it's like, oh, bro, I can't even. I don't even want to butcher it. No, I don't want to butcher it. I don't want to butcher it. You gotta go listen to it. So, but it's
You
but
what?
but that song, the song, and just in case anybody in the stream want to hear it, it's called Honest Moments, something like that. Honest Moments. Yeah, nah, that. The first bars, the first one of the first four bars. Oh my gosh, bro. He gonna have you thinking. He gonna have you thinking, bro. For a second. For a second. I don't care who you are. Nah, put that on. Put that on. And Lecrae too. But he got too many good ones. I remember Wheels Up. See, bro, stop, bro. Yeah, you got me, man. That's why I said, look, it don't matter what type of music you like, you can always find like a little variation to it. Christian rap, bro, that's the secret. That's the secret sauce right there.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not even that religious, so that's why I don't listen to Christian rap like that. But
Yeah.
like the ones that can deliver a message without being too, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
by being
dig
true
that.
to
So
yourself,
Lecrae,
and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's a good merge point because you can go from the streets to listen to that, and it wouldn't be like huge, jumping on the other side. So it's like
yeah,
I think he's a good middle point.
pretty dope.
Yeah.
Andy Manua, I remember that. Andy Manua, New Thoughts. What was the name of the
What's it? Oh, honest thoughts, honest moments.
Honest,
Yeah,
honest moments. Okay,
yeah.
remember
That.
that.
Yeah. Telling you right now, you gonna really like that one. So you said you was in the studio today, huh?
Yeah, I was mixing the. I wasn't recording, but I was mixing an album with my homeboy Brandon. Shout out to Brandon.
Okay.
Saying some shout in a couple of weeks. So I was mixing stuff.
Wait, so you
Yeah.
got an album on the way?
Yeah, I'm home. It's like a 5 song album
Okay,
with my
so
homeboy.
little
I
EP.
met him. It's my dog. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Like
gonna we're
before.
gonna we're gonna plug your stuff in the description below so people can check you out if they want to hear your music. And yeah, no, no, no.
Yo, Tom, bro, have you heard of Khan before? The rapper Khan,
Tell me about him.
Caan.
Tell me about
I mean,
it.
you look just like him. That's what I'm saying. He's like one of the coldest underrated rappers ever. He was in the studio with Dr. Dre like 2 years ago, but you look just like him. Like you
Word
look
for real.
just like him.
That's crazy. I
Look
got
like
that
him.
with,
Search
you
him.
know who I got that with? You know who people who
Uh,
actually said that? What or whatever it's people say that? The what's his name? Conscious. Now I think I like a little tiny bit, but I don't see it that much. The guy who'll be like,
Actually, a little bit Kyle a little bit. A little bit.
no, bro. Now I said it, then you gonna say it. Get out of here.
Well, what you mean? What?
You know how people when people say something, then then be looking for it, and and you see it. Cause like here, too many people have said that I look like damn Marlon Wayans, bro. And I'm like, if I get that one more time,
Okay, now that I'm looking at you in the eyes, I can see it,
I
but
knew
like
you
I
was gonna
think it
say
might be.
it. See.
I think it might be. I think it might be racist. I can't. Not really. Like the
Okay,
eyes,
there we
kind
go.
of,
Yeah,
but like
I don't see it that much. But literally,
yeah,
like
they
legit, trying to get my autograph and everything, man. They not joking.
were.
Yeah.
Yo, is racism like how's racism over there in Norway? Because you
It's,
said there's like a 10% black
oh, it's a
population. How's
racism. I like that.
yeah,
That's a real ass question. See, because people won't be thinking about stuff like that. All right, here,
yeah,
this is what I'm thinking. It's like the rap game, right? Like people gonna try to like come in there and then you try to switch stuff up and then try to act like, you know, like we ain't invent type shit, you know? But
yeah,
here it's kind of similar to that in the sense that like if you I feel like black people kind of accept it, but in a different way. You know what I mean? Like racism in Europe just doesn't really exist the same way it does in the States because they didn't go through the whole slavery process and stuff. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
more it's more a racism like not even like subtle. I think they'd be more honest with it, you know? As trippy as that sounds, you know what I mean? Somebody don't like it, they just go straight up be not like you. They might even tell you like, "Hey, fuck you, bro." You know? But like,
Yeah, I don't get people's
just think
yeah,
about it. Just think about it. Let's say for girls, for instance, right?
yeah,
They are more likely to be into us because they see the melanin in our skin. You know what I mean? Like we are almost like exotic, type thing.
yeah,
So it's like we got advantage, honestly, because it's like we're more of a rarity. And I think in a lot of things it's like that. Like the chess club, for instance, right? Like you see, like if they want to make a cool headline, they're gonna use me just because, like, well, he's different, right? You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? So like it's a good thing in a lot of situations, but you can also see why that would be a bad thing because you don't want to be like in a meeting and your boss is like there and then boom, like you're the only black guy in the room, you're the only black guy in the whole company. Now that's a different type of affirmative action that you ain't probably wanting to sign up for because like all the weight is on you type thing. You ever been in
mm.
a class and you're like the only black guy in there,
Yes,
and then
yes.
the teacher looking at you like, okay, what do black people think about this? Bitch, I'm not the voice of black people.
Word, that be bro. My
I'm,
psychology,
I'm one black
bro.
person, and like
I tell
fuck.
you.
So yo, I swear to beans, I had a teacher like that, and I swear to beans, my dad was like, oh, he ain't like that. That's the only class in college I probably ever failed, bro. I'm not even bullshitting you. I failed that class. I took the same class again with another teacher and got an A+ in it. I'm like, bro, that's clear racism, bro. I'm telling you, he always just say that in class too, like, well, what do the black people think about this? Bitch,
Yeah,
I don't know. Go
like
ask
that, like,
them.
like, I mean, like we probably not even like what you. Yeah, I
That's
don't
what I'm
understand
saying.
that.
I'm like, yo, we not even. I'm not even from the streets like that. Like, how the fuck would I know, dude? Yeah, I feel like he wanted a response like that. Like, he really wanted to like some like me be hood or something. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I was psychology class, and my psychology teacher he did like an online survey. I had how many black people? It was like two black people.
Hmm.
It was me and a black girl, but like a black girl and a black guy is kind of different levels of like we experience things differently. So
Yeah,
a
yeah,
black girl
agreed,
could be like a
100%.
white girl.
Yeah.
You're just a girl. I mean, but black man is a black man. But I don't know what survey he did, but it was like a survey like with like 10 questions. It was like, do you find a black man in the hood suspicious? Yes or no? It was like that. You remember the Google
Oh yeah,
surveys?
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I know similar what you're talking about.
It was like anonymous. It was like anonymous. It was like that, and like I did it, and it was like 78% of the class like were like diagnosed with like some type of predetermined racism. I was looking around like, damn, like y'all really feel this way? Funny is though, like they don't really talk. Like the only black kid in the class, like they don't even like they be scared of you, bro. Like I don't know, like
Yeah,
they be
yeah, low key.
yeah timid. So I was like, damn, y'all can't even say
But
nothing to
it's
me.
but see there's the thing, and I'm gonna ask you about that in the from a music perspective. But like
Yeah,
even like white guys here, like right, let's say some college guys and white guys here, right, and we're in the party or something like that. I can even give an example from fucking last fucking time we was at the club. They'll be super duper cool with me because it's almost like, I'm like almost like a overcompensation type thing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like anytime I'm in a group with anybody, it's like, yeah, I'm personable, yeah, I'm extroverted, but it's like it's a different level when you can feel like they kind of kissing up to you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. It's yeah,
Almost like what you just said, like they're scared of you type thing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like we
Just
oh we
cause
oh we gotta be nice to you type thing. It's like I don't know.
you can say what you want to say, just gotta deal with the consequences. You can say what you want to
Yeah,
say.
I want you to be
I
real
know,
with me.
yeah, I know you're bringing about that energy. I don't try to make people timid at all.
Yeah,
What color creed? Yeah, but it's just I don't like this natural intimate. Feel me? It's
intimidation
like,
thing.
bro, like
Yeah,
chill out, like,
yeah.
cool everybody.
Do you feel
But
do
yeah,
you feel like certain people in the rap industry had it a little bit easier or harder, such as let's say Eminem?
um,
Damn, that's a real one. That's a fucking real one.
that's my favorite rapper. You know what? I hear the argument a lot with with us about him having it easier because he's white. I mean, he had it easier when he made it, but I don't think his come story was kind of easy. You know, what I mean, he was pretty dirt poor. Nobody really cared about him because he was white. But once he made it, it was easy for him to build a fan base. It's like to me that is like that example is like to give an example. That's like a school contest for the best art picture,
Hmm.
and you submit the picture, and you don't write your name on it. But once you write your name on it and you're credited, then you get the applause. But before then, you just a loser drawing sketches in your notebook. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
once he was known, I feel like he got
even more
not too
recognition.
much praise, but even recognition. But
Yeah.
he's talented though. It's not like he's not talented.
Oh
Like
yeah,
if you
yeah,
want to say,
100%. Nah, nah, people sleeping
yeah,
on him. I
it's not
think
like
even
he's like
still,
not talented.
yeah,
Yeah. So that's why I don't like that argument because I mean he's talented. He's kind of more talented than a lot of people, black, white, purple, blue. Like, he's talented. You feel me?
yeah.
But yeah,
But
so
you
I don't.
you said the race thing. That's what really made me think about that because I'm like, in certain industries, you could see where some things might be advantageous and other things might not be. Like, let's say hypothetically, you want to get into say like gaming, right? If you're a
Yeah,
female, of course, you got a small advantage, and it's gonna be big at the beginning because obviously girls are gonna do better in an industry like that because guys want to see girls play video games, right? You
yeah,
naturally like girls, and then you're gonna want to see her play. So then, if she's as good as let's say a guy streamer, she's obviously gonna have more views because well, she's playing the same as him and she's attractive.
girl.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that's a that's already advantage right there. So like up front, they were gonna get that advantage, but then I think when they after they grow their audience, whatever they got, the 1,000 followers, whatever, then I think it's pretty evened out.
yeah, because they can see that you're a born person regardless of your looks.
Exactly. See, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Then you really have to have something that makes you unique. You either have to be, really attractive, or
yeah,
you actually are good at the game, or something else going for you. So.
yeah, for sure. I asked that about racism because I don't know if you know about this, but I read somewhere like 3 years, 2018. There's some type of like Christmas parade in Norway. It's like
Hmm.
some type of parade where they wear blackface. Do you know what I'm talking about in Norway?
Mm-mm. I think you think of
It's, like,
Sweden.
it's Sweden. Yeah, it was Sweden. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I know what that's called. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's in a certain village. They still do that. We can't talk about that
that's
one now. here
crazy.
here they got a different culture, but that's literally a type for a different day. Uh, but they do have a. I'm just to throw it at this, where it's a Christmas celebration, but you do it with your coworkers, and It's kind of like a hookup thing. If you're picking up
Oh
what I'm putting down.
yeah.
Yeah.
I-
So they're wild here. They're very, very, very different. But think
that's
about it. What they in the States, we don't have any day like that. I mean, other than like Halloween, you could say maybe it's like the closest thing to that. You know, you could have slutty Halloween, you can dress crazy, but we don't have anything where it's like the purge type thing, where it's like if you have one day to do anything you want to do, what would you do type thing. You know, we don't have any days like that in the States.
I mean, you could say Valentine's Day, but that'd probably just be your significant other. That won't be with everybody.
Yeah, see, you wouldn't do it to everybody. See what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Well, New Year's Eve, no. New Year's
Oh,
Eve, people kiss.
that's a close second. I'd say that's the closest thing. Cause think about it. I mean, if you really like the girl or something, you know, you could slide over there and just be like, you know, boom, midnight, we gotta, you know, at least do the kiss.
Yeah.
And you know she gonna say yeah, cause she like, okay, I gotta kiss somebody too. So if she's single, you single. That's a move right there. Bro, I used to always get the freebie on that one. That's the easy one.
That's crazy. It really hook up. Wow, I gotta research that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's
That's
very
crazy.
it's but yet again it's nuanced though. So you know what I mean. You might see it. It might they might actually write that online on, but yeah, it's more nuanced though. But let's just say it'll say online like a Christmas party with your friends and coworkers, but you
Mm.
know what's gonna happen at the Christmas.
I know your type.
Yeah, cause
Things
think about
going
it.
on.
Y'all going first. First, y'all gonna go out to dinner. Y'all gonna all have. Think of 20 coworkers at a dinner. Okay, boom. Y'all had dinner. Boom, bam, boom. Y'all feeling good. Then y'all like, well, you know, night's still young. Why not go to the club? And you can put two and two together at that point, right? Like you going to the club. It's 30 of y'all. Y'all go and get a little tipsy. You know, one thing lead to another.
Twigging going on.
Exactly. A
Wow,
little
it's like
twerking here, a little twerking there, and she take you in the back room, So but that's what somebody in the back just caught that one. Like,
yo, no
yeah,
way, it's lit.
yeah,
Bro,
bro, that's why people come here, bro. Like, it's different over
you
here.
gotta show outside, bro. You gotta show them outside, bro. Show them
No,
what
they
you just
definitely
told
not
me.
gonna believe that. All right, all right, all right, all right.
I
So
ain't say
we
nothing.
supposed
Let
to
me
be
tell you.
we supposed to be talking about him and the music thing, but he more fascinated about Norway. Y'all can see on the main channel what we talking about here, but look at this. So I got a mountain in my backyard, literally. And if you had to guess what time it is, what time would you think it was? Yeah, that's literally a damn big ass mountain in the background. If you said if you said 1 a.m. right now, you'd be right. But probably nobody said that because it looks like 1 p.m. So yeah, this half of the year we have like a thing where it gets some more and more sun like as the days go on. So eventually we're gonna have no night. It's just gonna be all sun. And then the other half of the year we have the exact opposite. So it's like all night, and at some point we have literally no sun.
Definitely gotta go no way.
Yeah,
Definitely
no,
gotta
it's
be.
trippy. And that's when you can see the aurora borealis where you see the beautiful, northern
Yeah.
lights. Yeah, but now, it's really nice. It's gonna be kind of tropical. We even got a beach here. I told you I live on an island, so it's it's like a plot of land right here, and then it's surrounded by water, and then that's surrounded by mountains. It's
Definitely gotta go there that
it
all night.
sounds so
I
it
want to.
sounds too dope, man. Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely
I
gotta
mean,
go all night.
how cool is that? You got a mountain in your backyard.
Bro, could you imagine like all day being nighttime, bro?
It's trippy.
Like,
I was there when it was like 22 and a half hours of night. And it's trippy, dude. Like you go to sleep, you wake up and it's daytime. I mean it's nighttime. And then you do stuff throughout the day and then it's nighttime. And then
yeah,
you go out at night and it's nighttime. It's like it fucks your brain up actually. That's why people actually leave during this time because like when it's all night because it's cold and it's just night. Because you would think that it would be normal for you, but it's like it's so trippy for your brain to process the fact that it's night all the time.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the opposite when it's sunny all the time. See, you could reasonably deal with it being sunny all day because you know it's just sunny all day. You know what I mean? You can have dark blinds. We got dark blinds in the room, so you can't like, it blocks the light. And
Yeah,
you can get around that, but like when it's all dark, there's no way to get
gotta
around
make
that. Yeah, it
yeah.
is it's kind of depressing, honestly. I'm serious.
No, it's been
But at
raining
least
all week.
but at least now it's like all that. And I mean parties, I mean, is like the way people like get around that, you know what I mean? They trying to get lit. Definitely clubs here like crazy. We got
It
three
always
yeah, we got three in the city, so it's like three big ones like that are like super, super good. I mean, it's probably like I don't know how many bars and stuff, it's way too many to count for that.
yeah. Nowhere's on the list to go for sure.
I'm
It's
t-
all lit.
I'm telling you, especially if you the type of girls you already know. I think you gonna find you an actual black queen over here, man. You going and it's gonna fuck your brain up. Actually, it's like going to like the South, and you're not even looking for home cooking. And next thing you know, you find yourself a Southern girl. She over here talking all country. Can I fix you up some? I'm like, oh shit, girl, hey, chill. I feel like you will come here not expecting that, and that's exactly what you're gonna get because you ain't looking for it.
Yo, could you imagine though a
That would be
country?
trippy. That would be trippy. And then imagine this, bro. No, bro, just thinking off my dome. The girl braided my hair one time. She's black. She's pretty cool. But she already got a dude though. So I don't know. I think she might be off the table. But I mean, she speaks Norwegian, dude. It's like think about it. She's actually Norwegian, so she speaks Norwegian and she can speak English, of course, because they all can speak both. So
Yeah,
that you wouldn't even like it would be just like you're talking to an American chick, only she's way better cultured and she's gonna have different values, European
way
values.
better culture.
Uh
What you
oh.
mean?
Uh oh. You are, bro.
Kevin Samuels
I'm
Jr.
not trying to get
You,
flamed, bro. You know
you
what I
Kevin
mean by that. You know what
you
I mean
Kevin
by that.
Samuels Jr.
Nah, I
You
ain't trying to
Kevin
say no.
Samuels
I ain't
second
trying to put
coming.
nobody down.
You Kevin Samuels second coming, bro.
Nah, I don't know. I'm saying this. All I'm gonna say is this, because I
Are
don't
you
believe.
Kevin Samuels the
Oh
second,
no
bro?
no no no! Listen, I don't believe in that whole like one culture bad another culture type thing. That's cat, bro. It's thoughts everywhere. Girls pretty much universally gonna be around the same. What I'm saying is this: how dope is it that a girl here speaks two languages by default, man? By default. How many American
I,
girls know that? I mean, of course, Latinas they can say, "Oh, I speak English, Spanish," but I'm saying other than Latinas, you know English. That's it.
but just
So
that.
that just that part alone, and probably that they've traveled uh more, than an American chick.
I'm not gonna lie. That's probably be my main motivation for that type of stuff.
Yeah,
I be thinking because you know me. I'm African, so I grew up both Raleigh
traveling.
and Liberia.
See, and that's exactly what I'm saying. She would have a lot more in common with you than like I think like a girl like around the way, just
Yeah.
based off
No,
that.
but your mind be different though. Like your mind really be different. Being in one place for 20 years, they minds be not they, but like you know what I'm saying?
No, no,
Like
you said
I
it
mean,
right.
yeah,
You said it right.
not really.
If you live in the same place for 20 years and you never did anything travel wise, yeah, of course you're gonna
Yeah.
be like that.
Bro, I know people that ain't left the state like the whole life, bro. Like they
See?
25, never left the state or the South. The
Yeah.
farthest they gone from North Carolina is probably like Atlanta or something like that. But that's
Mm.
really like they think like yeah, they might be different. So I know what you mean. That probably
Yeah.
be a motivation for a
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
You gotta be like, you can't just you feel me, you gotta be
You gotta be
yeah.
out there. You gotta be
You know.
because that's your motivation. No, I know exactly what you mean. That's your motivation
Yeah.
when she willing to travel because in that she gonna have more experience with different cultures. She's gonna be, better with that type of stuff. And that's gonna make you know that her values is on more aligned with your values. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Bro, we the same in that. We understand. That's why me and my girl we travel everywhere because I'm like I want her to get that same experience and then we both vibing out on the same thing. We on the same wavelength, like y'all gotta be flowing the same.
Yeah.
I'm telling you
I mean,
right now.
or if we don't travel, like at least you travel before, like you feel me?
Yeah,
At least you know how life is. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like
In different places. Yeah,
yeah, because your whole perspective will be your whole paradigm is gonna be different. So I definitely know what you mean by that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Where would you travel? Where would you travel if you could travel somewhere right now?
Egypt, like direct flight. I
Hey,
ain't cheap.
bro, that's on my list, bro. You know that's on my list.
Egypt.
So you
Egypt.
about to check out the
What
main
city
channel.
though?
You know I'm be there,
What city though? Do it
bro. You
matter?
know I'm checking out both, man. You know I got to hit up Cairo and I gotta do the fucking main city,
What city?
the main city.
Alexandria. Is that, you talking about Alexandria?
You know about Alexandria, bro?
I love Egypt. Where the book at? My book is not here right now. I
Yeah,
love
he
Egypt.
try to act like he know, bro. Yeah, that's
Bro, I
actually what I
gotta
was
lend the
talking
book to
about.
somebody, bro.
That's actually what I was talking about. No bull.
I'm an Egypt dude, bro. I love Egypt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I gotta ride a camel in my life. Okay, I've never ridden a camel before, so
He want to ride a camel.
yeah, be over here, bro. That's gonna be trippy.
Nah. I just want to feel like that sand, you know what I mean? I just want to be like, if I was somebody else in past life, bro, I'd probably be like a nomad in the Middle East.
I could believe
Like
that.
just traveling
Yeah,
everywhere with just a camel. You
go
know what I
wherever the
mean?
world takes you.
Yeah, you feel me? Just
I
feeling the
got.
sand under my sandals, like with a stick in my hand, like Moses. I would definitely
Hey, okay, you trying to be a disciple? I hear you.
definitely do
No,
that.
but look, that's what I feel like, man. Well, I gotta visit all these different countries because like you see these different people, you get the vibe, you get the thing, and for me, you know, I'm a foodie, so I'll be fucking the food up. You know, it's
Yeah,
like the Jay-Z song with the him eating three different forms of chicken. You know what I mean? From Asian to Latin to black. Like you gotta have all of that different thing. You can see like just how different cultures are, but how funny enough, that's what makes us all the same. Like I feel like there's some people that wouldn't make any fucking sense what I just said. But for the people who are more enlightened, they like, damn, yeah, nah, of course, it's obvious. Like, and that's why politicians and certain the powers that may be, one should always believe like, oh, you different than them, whether it's skin color, race, creed, social class, whatever. Like, nah. At the end of the day, when you really look at it from like a just a human perspective, we the same freaking people. You're gonna
you
see the
always say,
same types of people in every culture. You see the people that's scamming people. You see the people that's being good. You see the people that's the suits. Same people. They speak a different
exactly.
language. They might eat different foods, but really it's the same people.
Yeah, it's
And
insane. Like people,
that's what I'm
yeah,
saying. And that's why I say like it's people like Bob Marley had like a more in-depth mindset with that type of stuff. Like it's one love, it's one body, it's one family. Like we all the same, even though we look different.
all the same, bro.
I'm
Yeah, I was,
serious. I'm so serious with it. And that's one thing that
nah,
traveling taught me is really that. It's really just that one thing, man. All the fucking same people, man. But it's crazy to say that because you know that everything tries to divide you into subgroups, especially in the States. Bro, you can get divided from a subgroup to another subgroup to another subgroup. Like they want you to be so categorized that you in a small, tiny box like this, they can say, okay, this is exactly how you are. So before I even know who you are, and I'm just looking at you in the street, Tristan, I don't know if you do this and that. I'm already assuming everything I need to know about you. It's like, and that's the problem with people. They think they know
yeah,
you before they even met you.
yeah. Nah, real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk.
You
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
like,
I know you experienced that before.
bro, I'm African. You know, we got tribes. Like we don't got gangs. We have like tribes in Africa. Like you really wouldn't be able to know what tribe somebody is unless you like. I mean, you can look somebody can tell what tribe you are, but like we're not wearing that on their sleeves over there. Like
Mhm.
I'm this, I'm that. Like we're just the same. If you were to ask me what tribe I am, I'm this. But that's not what I like. That's not my identity.
Yeah.
People really live with the identity of labels in here. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
people live with labels. Like that's their. They put them on like shirts.
Yeah.
Like I'm a chat nigga. I'm a street nigga. I'm a
Yeah. Girls are the same. Girls are the same based on their outfits. You see a girl with a Louis V, you're gonna expect certain things about her, you know. She wearing she wearing high heels, you thinking one thing about her. Like literally, think about it. Isn't that crazy that a girl can do that? A girl just based on her outfit can tell other girls and other people what her status is in the world, or what she wants people to think her status is in the world.
Yeah,
It's
people
all
be lying.
subjective, bro. This is why
Yeah.
I'm saying like this. Yeah, I forgot my point, bro. It was about I was about to get real deep. I was about to get too deep right there.
But you know, I know what you're saying. I know
God ain't want me to say it. God ain't want me to say it. That was too that was too much. That was too much light right there. I gotta turn that torch down.
what's the guy I want you to say.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
I really did forget. I ain't bullshitting.
You know what we're talking about? Or you forgot like the point you were saying.
Like the whole thing.
We're talking about we were talking about like how like when you were talking about girls like they can like wear one thing and like people can judge them by that
Yeah, it was
thing.
off it was off of that, but it was something like it was kind of going to sidetrack a little bit, but it was fire, bro. It's absolute. That's why I hate that.
It'll come back.
That
It'll come
rarely
back.
happened to me. That's why I know, man. But it's because of the obvious, you know what I mean? It's like commentators curse.
Yeah.
So makes
It'll come
total
back.
sense. Yeah, yeah, it's probably gonna come back now. That's why I ain't even sweating it. You been you been up on the sports thing?
Not really. I've been in my cave where I've been making music. I really haven't been watching TV like that anyway. You watch TV
Dang, he
like
over
that?
here making them beats, bro. Come on.
Now you watch
They know the
TV over
beats.
there?
What you mean?
Like you watch television? You in tune with everything in the
Oh,
world right now?
you know I'm on the tubes, man. I'll be on the YouTube.
That's not really television to me.
Well, okay, all right, Netflix. Netflix. This show I'm
Not
watching right now, Seven Lives of Leah. The
Seven
show
Lives of what?
of Leah.
The singer?
No, Leah.
Oh, Leah. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
What
yeah.
is that about?
It's like this girl. I can't give away the whole plot. 'Cause I don't know, try and spoil it, but like girl who, every time she goes to sleep, she like wakes up as a different person.
That's some Twilight Zone shit. I think we're talking about that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think we're
yeah,
talking. That's some
yeah,
Twilight Zone shit.
yeah.
Okay.
What would you do
Hmm.
if you're that person?
If I woke up a different person every time I went to sleep,
Yeah.
shoot, keep it real.
Hmm.
Probably off myself.
No,
I
hey,
know.
but that's what she did the first day. That's what she did the first day for sure.
Off yourself, and she came back.
Oh, you said off yourself. Oh, I thought you meant something else. No, I thought you meant something else.
What you thought I said? What you thought I said?
that's a pause statement. So I think you know what I'm saying.
Now, what'd you do though? Like, could you live through that? Like, waking up a different person every day? Like, how mentally straining that would be every single day?
People people
305.
people think that with the whole reincarnation thing though, but I mean,
Well, that's different because that's a whole lifetime, and you don't remember your life after you when you die. But that's a whole lifetime. That's like six,
it's
7
true.
years, and then when
Yeah,
you don't even remember 7 years.
yeah.
Do you believe in that? By the way?
Oof, man, now we're getting too deep. Now we're getting way too deep right now.
Wow, that would pressure on you, bro. Sipping the sun via.
Yeah, that's super deep. I look. If you believe in God, then you already know that after you die, when you go to heaven or hell. So in a way, everybody gets reincarnated. If you think that there's something after life, then you get reincarnated. Now coming back to
Well,
Earth as the same as another human being, that's I don't know, that's a topic. Or as another animal, some people think. It's almost like this. All right, if you like, it was random, right? But like, I was searching for something, and then I seen like this shapeshifter, right? You probably seen the thing on the TV with the Ukrainian woman, right? She's like a news reporter. And here's the genius part, right? And this is where I go into like why you gotta have a good marketer, man. Everything is about marketing these days. You ever heard of like a rapper or a ball player that says like, uh, I believe in the flat earth theory, right? It's like 100% cat, bro. You know they just want you to talk about them at that point, because everybody's gonna say, "Oh man, how are they so stupid, man? Why do they believe this? Science has already proven this 1,000 times." But it's like that's the whole point. You're talking about them. They're in the news. They they accomplished their objective right now. You know what I mean? You just
I'm not
made
gonna
the
lie to you though.
tell me.
Like you were talking about when you travel, you have some perspective of life. Like
Yeah.
my perspective on God is like so different. But I will tell you that like shapeshifters are not all the way
Well, go.
like
Let me finish my thing. Let me finish my thing, because this might change or might alter what you're about to say. So listen. So whether basketball players or rappers are being honest about the whole flat earth theory, that whether they really believe it or not, right?
Yeah.
Either way, it's good for their publicity because it's gonna bring up their name, give them more buzz, right? So
Yeah.
this news reporter is talking about, I don't remember, some topic, right? And her eyes, like the pupil, right? It does this thing where it goes from like the full pupil to like a lizard, it goes real thin, and it goes
Okay,
back
not
real.
that type of stuff. I'm not talking that type of stuff, but go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, but listen, 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 listen.
Yeah.
So the conspiracy theories are obviously gonna go crazy because of that. You know what I mean? Now, through technology of TV, CGI and a lot of other stuff, is a really easy effect that could happen, right? Especially when you do it shows. But they are eating that up like it was rice cakes. So then they're getting like huge views and stuff like that. People are tuning in because they got to see, like, oh man, would she do it again, right? So then she does it in another episode of like a different show, right? And
Yeah.
then they're going even more hype now. They're gonna, she's doing a thing. All the while, I'm like 92% sure that's just good ass marketing because they realize that's a huge ass demographic of people who believe in alien conspiracies, shape shifting, anything like that. And they're gonna Google that, they're gonna research that, and then boom, they're gonna see her, and then boom, she's gonna get traffic. So she's getting all this extra traffic coming in, boom, bang, boom. And while you could be anywhere in the world, you could possibly see her. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like amazing exposure, just the best exposure. It's like you got to figure out your niche like that so that people would just want to tune into you for whatever reason. You know what I mean? I'm not saying go flat earth theory. I mean, that's too many rappers and ball players have done that. But, say something like that. 'Cause some people are going to be like, oh, shit, Tristan believes in flat earth, man. How could he,
Yeah.
Then people are already going to be on you. Now, she blew that up into like, she's on like all of the social medias, YouTube, TikTok, stuff like that. And now she hyping herself up with it. You know what I mean? Pretending like I'm actually really alien. I'm real alien.
I mean, yeah, the thing about people like that is they can take serious topics that could be possibly true and turn them into jokes. I don't
That's
like
what
that type of stuff.
that's what I'm saying. Now
Yeah,
now
I don't like that.
now listen. You know for a fact that some news organizations definitely gonna have to do their own separate report on her, right? And there's I think it's gonna get exposed. Whether it's a year from now, 2 years from now, boom, bang, boom. Because I mean, I'm talking about this account's got all our accounts millions of fucking viewers at this point. You see what I'm saying? Like people are actually tuning in to see the shit. She's
Yeah.
done it. She's done the eye thing on most of occasions. The whole neck thing. Like she's super into this thing. You know what I mean? So like, i- if you get her live now, if she can do that shit live now, it's hey. If that is no CGI right there, now that's a little that's harder to explain with words. You know what I mean? Then conspiracy theories might be able to run rampant on that point. But if she only can do it on TV or on shows, then it's a little easier to fake.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Now that's what I said. I'd only believe it if I seen it in person or it's like a NBC covered and they were like, yo, this really what's going on. Fox
I
News.
don't believe it, but
No, no,
yeah, nah.
I'm just giving an example, man. I'm saying if multiple
No,
news
I'm agreeing with you. I don't
yeah,
believe
if
nothing I see.
multiple news coverages said it, then yeah, of course, they have no incentive to lie about it. Or if I see it in person, then yeah, ain't no reason to lie about it. But
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
still
believe that.
thinking it's cap until something like that happens. It's a
Right.
99.9% chance it's cap.
So you need to see something to believe it.
Not
Ninety
exactly,
five.
huh?
Yeah, you
No,
said
no,
not
no, no.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I said. I mean,
It's
let's.
certain things
What do you mean?
like you believe in God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's what I said. You don't always. I believe in wind too. Never
I'm not
seen.
saying you have to do that. No,
Yeah,
I'm not saying you have to see things to believe in them.
yeah. No,
That's
I
my
know.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I'm
got it.
just
You got
asking.
it. You got to have faith sometimes. So, a lot of science concepts, because I'm in science, I have a lot of faith in that. And it's you can't really test everything out. I can't test out radio waves or electromagnetism. I can't see all that stuff.
Yeah.
but like you gotta trust the science behind it. Well, I mean, you can see some stuff with spectrometers and stuff, but I'm saying like you gotta trust the science behind some stuff and just say, oh, it's real. You know, you've never seen wind before, but you have seen smoke with a fire, so you can physically see it. You know what I mean? So you know it exists, but you also know it exists because you can feel it.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of stuff is like that. You just gotta feel it.
Mm. I feel that. I feel that.
Okay, because I think after this you're gonna Google the shapeshift chicks. Literally, just put in Ukrainian newswoman shapeshift. It's a billion articles gonna come up.
Bro, there's a whole bunch of videos of news reporters being shapeshifters. I don't know if it's like a camera thing with them, but I've seen a whole bunch of theories about news. It's like
No,
news reporters specific.
but who's taken that idea and actually thought of like
Yeah, I hear you.
now I'm actually gonna do that. Like that's so fucking genius. That's super genius, dude. That's like seven head thought process. Like who thought of this, man? She was like, all right, that's a perfect opportunity to get a bunch of views. Who's not gonna tune into that?
Nah, I hear you. No,
That's a
we see all the time.
it'd be like a
Yeah.
rapper. It'd be like a rapper that just can't come out of nowhere, right? He's hitting you with some fire bars, and then he says some crazy stuff like George Bush was the savior to all people. The fuck? Like
Yeah.
that'd be so mind blowing that you'd be like, bro, I gotta tune in to listen what this guy's saying because he's saying crazy shit. You know what I mean? That's that's
I know what you mean.
but people do that on purpose though. Is a genius is genius because like I mean like a wise man said, all publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
And it really is. I mean, even if people are talking bad about you, it's like it's still bringing more views your way. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you a
Yeah.
good
But
example. Rebecca
yeah.
Black, right? Do you remember that song that went ultra viral from YouTube? It was called Friday. If you
I
don't, just
forgot.
Google it. If you don't, just Google it. Got some ridiculous number. It was before the music videos were like that on YouTube. It had like 200 million views, right? Purposely, the record company made it bad on purpose so that it would go viral, and they accomplished their goal, right? The song went super viral. Everybody supposedly hated it, so it got this. It was the first video to get dislike bombed, right? Like the 200 million, I don't know, it was maybe let's say 37 million dislikes, right? Dislike to like ratio was like 98%. You see what I'm saying? To the point
Okay.
where, people were like dead ass serious in the comment section, like, "Oh, we're gonna kill you, blah." And that's when that's when no, this and think about it, this is like fucking I don't even know 7 years ago or something. So this is when YouTube had to like really be serious about like, okay, we gotta like put safety precautions because we don't know if these people are serious. That's when they put all those filters in it, so you can't just say like you're gonna kill somebody in the comment section.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, she let's just say, let me fast forward 5 years later, she has the virality, of course. So she's still like the face of that. She's still gonna have a whole bunch of following, whether it's for good or bad. And she transitioned that hate mob basically into like a follow base, like friends. You see what I'm saying? Because think about it like this. Even if you got haters, they might hate on you right now, but who if somebody's hating on you so much that they're watching everything you do and like going to all your shows and stuff, are they really a hater or are they really a fan? So at after a certain point, you know what I mean? If you're still following after okay, Friday's over, okay, she already made the song. If she makes another song and then another song and you still like listen to her music, you're still watching her podcast, you're still watching her like streams and stuff, then you must like her. You know what I mean? Like at one point it's like a meme to not like her. Now it's like you kind of do actually like her because you're still listening to her stuff. So then by I don't know, like 5 years later, mark, the like dislike basically did a fucking inverted flip. Then it was like 98% like, 2% dislike. Everybody pretty much liked her stuff because everybody who was left is like for real fans. You know what I mean? But she still has the
Yeah.
popularity because she already was super viral from the first video. She's probably I don't know now her number, but probably I'm guessing like quarter million, half a million subscribers probably. So you see what I'm saying?
Rebecca Black.
Just Google it. Just Google it right now.
Rebecca
So
Black. Okay.
yeah. Um, and that just shows like you can transition anything from a negative follow to a positive follow as long as you have that following in the first place. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want with your 15 minutes of fame. The hard part is to get the 15 minutes of fame. A lot of people don't get that opportunity. And think about it, like we can even flip that to like any artist or Kim Kardashian, in terms of other stuff.
But I was gonna say, like, I think it depends what type of what the degree of like negativity is around your startup.
Yeah,
Because Kim only did a second. That's really not negative. Like, I mean, it doesn't really affect people. Like, that's her thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like she like blew up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
all right. So you said what? Say it again. Your
What
mic
is
was
that?
your mic was breaking up a little bit.
My bad. You hear me?
Yeah.
No, I was just saying. I guess it's the degree of how negative your startup was. I think sometimes it can be too late to like
Retaliate.
to reinvent yourself. At least socially.
That's
At least
true.
socially.
That's true.
At least socially. Yeah. A porn star cannot be a pastor. It's gonna take a minute to get over that.
But a rapper
At
can
least
be a pastor. Mace did it. Mace proved that completely wrong. And he
he
even
did.
talked about it in his songs. You see what I mean?
No, listen, listen.
DMX,
I mean,
DMX might have been a damn prophet. Who knows? So, and his story is so controversial that's the real reason why I say what I say. That
I don't think rappers and pastors are too far off as far as what
leading the
they do.
community. No, I know. No, I agree with you 100%. 1,000% actually. 1,000%.
Yeah, at
Just
all.
just for record,
Put it back. Ah, damn. Nah.
1.5 million subscribers. And you already see. So, and just so you and just so you was thinking like, oh, maybe I was capping about the views from her original video. I know it's over 100. I know it's over 100 for easy. What the heck? What does that number say right there? 160 million views, man. The remix even got 4 million. Bro, you see?
If I hear, I probably remember how it goes. I'll play it
Yeah, no,
when I get off.
but that just shows the transition. 1.5 million people are still banging with it and banging heavy. If I look at one of her latest videos, I guarantee you the like ratio is gonna be like 98, 99%. Because if you hear now, you banging with it. Okay. So it almost is a good indication. Like, I mean, I can give a billion examples of people who have 15 minutes of fame and then transitioned that into a booming career, not just a little career, a booming career. You know what I mean?
Right.
Catch Me Outside girl.
Yeah,
She's just
exactly.
she just made she made a mill on her OnlyFans the first day, one day.
Yeah,
She
not
was
50 M's
13 years
out
old
here.
when she turned 18. And that's a whole different topic for a different day. But we just talking about the numbers. How you
And that's
make
great though. Though that's not even that's great. Like that's terrific. Like
yeah, and that crazy.
it's not yeah.
So literally whatever you get famous for, as long as you know how to like hold that out there for, that's it. I'm not saying that you should do something controversial, but I'm just saying if you were to say something like that,
There's
you
still
know,
hope. I don't know. Yeah, nah,
if you
not
were if you were to say something real controversial, you know, might help you out career wise, especially as being a rapper. You know what I mean?
word. Yeah, for me though, I love to just make music. I like to just stick with music. I don't like to do too many antics. There's a lot of rappers out there that do like other stuff on the side. Like I know rappers that do skits on Instagram on the side.
Oh
And the
yeah,
conflict with that is like people don't really take you seriously. Like you have two personalities. People don't know like which side is like
your
is
real
you.
side. Yeah, no, that makes
I
sense.
mean,
But because
I
some
mean
people,
your side always like it's like it's still like it's too much for people like there's a stereotype about how like rappers are not they don't end up being like they end up being really corny actors because there's a certain image you have of a rapper and when they're in a movie playing a role you can't separate that image from that role in the movie so
yeah,
it's not like really what I'm saying like
yeah.
it's just yeah
Do you think
I,
that's real?
I
Do you think that's real though? Because a lot of rappers been in movies though, like 50 Cent, Get Rich Die Trying. Snoop
I
Dogg,
mean
he been
some
in plenty of movies. But he always plays Snoop Dogg. That's the crazy part. If you Snoop Dogg, you probably signed in
Yeah,
agreements like, yo, I'm playing me in the movie, all right? Like I'm not playing
that's
some
what,
other weird character.
that's what I'm saying. Like, Ice Cube in every movie. Like he
Yeah,
don't
pretty
act
much.
different.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah. If you're
only
real and
actor that,
you go negotiate that in the terms, like you don't want to play somebody corny in a movie.
yeah. I mean, the only actor I really would say had like a undeniable like talent with that would be like Will Smith or Tupac. But for the
Yeah.
most part, people just people
Yeah,
just do
Tupac could
that.
act. Tupac could act though. Nah, Juice, if you, bruh,
Yeah, boy was fire.
you
Yeah,
had that was
yeah.
a real one, bro. But matter of fact, bro, that's one of the movies I say that's a fucking hood classic, bro. That get the fucking K, bro. That get the Mortal Kombat K.
Bro, Juice, Menace, Boys in the Hood, New Jack,
Oh, it's too
Fresh.
many good ones.
Yeah. I don't know if you seen Fresh before. You seen Fresh?
Come on, stop, bro.
You seen Fresh?
Yeah,
I
you
mess with you.
you trolling me right now. You
No, but that's
trolling me.
underrated. No, people forget about the movie. People forget about the movie. Like
Fuck
that movie is
no,
like
bro.
that's probably the best. Yo, that's
Basketball,
the best
bro.
'90s movie. No, that is the best '90s movie.
Bro,
Like
that
acting
is,
wise and screen, that's the best '90s movie.
bro.
Fresh is the best movie out the '90s, bro. Like straight up, like that is so perfect.
No, it is. It is. Bro,
Even
that
the
that
chess
whole era,
dynamic.
bro. Juice and Fresh are basically like two cloths of the same fucking suit. Like it's on a different level. Like
Yo,
nah,
especially with
people
the like the
people
chess,
really sleeping on. No, I agree with you. No, I agree with you. People really sleeping on it.
bro. Especially with the chess dynamic and how like
Yeah.
that played into the plot of the movie. Like Fresh is like that movie,
You
bro.
seen it. You seen it.
Yeah. That's my
Moped
movie, bro.
guy. Yeah. Nah. Come on. You think I'm not on it? Bro,
Yeah,
they used to put
bro,
them on like
people
BT.
sleep
I
on
don't think
that
they do
movie,
put
bro.
them on BT anymore, but they used to be on
People
like
sleep on
BT.
it. It was on Netflix for a minute. They took it off though. That's how I
Yeah,
found it out.
it's too real. It's too real, bro. You know they had to take them off.
Yeah, but people sleep on that movie like crazy. Like, bro, that movie is better than acting wise and screenplay wise. Like, that movie is like a Martin Scorsese film. Like, that movie is like that shit is
That's
yo,
Oscar winning, basically. Yeah, I agree with you.
that shit beautiful. Yeah,
Don't be a
yeah.
menace. A menace to society.
Menace is fire.
Yeah.
Menace is fire. Menace. What else? Shoot. You see Paid in Full?
Hateful. It's super
Oh my
pop.
god,
It's a super popular movie, but I don't see every popular movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just see the good ones.
it is good. It's a classic too. You've definitely heard quotes from that, bro. What? You
Training
gotta
Day.
kill your mind.
Training Day was my shit, bro. Training Day was my shit.
It's not a whole movie, but yeah, it's fire.
I know. I know.
Yeah, it's fire.
Like right now, right? Let's say Game of Thrones come out. Like when Game of Thrones, I'm never gonna see Game of Thrones. I just don't like the concept of how popular the show got. So I know the show's ass. I know the show's ass because everybody likes it. I'm not gonna like it because everybody else like it. That is my thing. The only show that I'll actually bang with because so many people said you gotta watch this show. It's the best show. You're a tech guy. You gotta watch. Like literally, so many people said that I was like, yo, y'all fucking annoying me. So I'm gonna watch an episode of the show. It's Black Mirror. That's the only reason I watch the show because I promise you, like 40 people in my life say I have to watch the show. They all
Black Man.
individually
I
said
heard that
I
before.
gotta watch the show. So I said, okay, I'm gonna watch the show. It's a good. I wouldn't even say it's a show though. It's more like individual movies. Each episode is a movie. They're not tied into the same universe. So they're like
Yeah,
se-
like
separate
Twilight Zone.
movies.
I know about Black Man. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly like Twilight Zone. Like you know what I mean? Like their own mini series on basically.
Or
But nah,
yeah,
some of them are really good though. I'm not gonna lie to you. And very dystopian. Like I like that concept. Like that. Like what's in music to you like that for me for tech? Because like when I see something like, let me give you an example. If I see Altered Carbon, yo, that's Chef's Kiss for me, that's Chef's fucking kiss, bro. The whole concept and premise of it is, bro, if you ain't seen it, I'm gonna fucking give you the synopsis off the dome.
yeah,
You, we're like 500 years in the future, right? And at this point, like consciousness is in the past. Like your fucking brain can be uploaded to the internet, which means, if you die, you can basically just get reborn. You know what I mean? Because your brain is you. You know what I mean? That's your thing. And like you can
Yeah.
put that into any body. See what I'm saying? The body is just like a shell at this point. You see what I'm saying? So you can like buy a better body if you want it. If you want to be more fit, you want to be a girl, you want to be a guy, whatever, And here's the crazy part. Because we're so far in the future, things like disease and stuff don't really exist. So the concept of getting sick isn't the same. You could theoretically be 1,000 years old because you can always have new bodies and your body wouldn't really age the same way. So the
Yeah.
really rich and the really powerful became basically immortal. You know what I mean? Because they had the money to keep getting new bodies if they want. You know what I mean? And kind of that hierarchy is what sparked the whole plot of like why one of the richest people in the world, he was like multi zillionaire at this point because money's concept went out the water. He died and he wanted to know who killed him, so he hired basically like an ex-convict who's like really good at that. He's like a mercenary to figure out who killed him, and that's like the whole plot of the show. And then it goes into a whole bunch of other stuff. But like just like the technology they had in it, like flying cars, like the premise of like how the police system works there. It's so many things. Even the hierarchy of like how society was, the classism, is crazy. Like they lived in the clouds. You know what I mean? The zillionaires, they lived in the damn clouds. They literally are in the clouds. You know what I mean? And if you're like upper class, you're like in the high rises, but kind of like now, you're in a high rise in New York, you're in a penthouse. And then the
Yeah.
lower level, we're literally below the level. You know what I mean? Like they're that like the streets are here, you're fucking below the fucking thing. You know what I mean? And it's a very iconic view of like how things can be. It got real dystopian in that regard.
What's the show called again?
Altered Carbon.
Altered
It's on
Carbon.
Netflix.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's even better.
Yeah,
You you got some.
it got multiple seasons. People love that show. It was number one for a while, but then it fell off to like number 4 or 5 now.
I'm gonna check it
It's
out.
shows like probably like 2 years old now or a year old. Really good
I'll
show
check.
though. But now Black Mirror had a similar concept where it had like a lot of tech related things where you're in the future, 100, 200 years, but it showed like how everything that we're doing now, a path that we could go then. Like fucking Marvel with the multiverse. It kind of showed you that. Like, what's one path that could possibly happen in 20 years if we're going down the same path we're going right now? That's why I like Black Mirror, because it was like it's really anybody who watched this show could honestly say, yeah, I could see that happening in 30 years. And that's the scary part. It's like a fucking scary movie, but you can like really think like, oh shit, that really could happen.
Yeah.
So but seeing all the cool new technology and things like that has always been like mind fucking to me. It's like developers and designers are really, out here creating this stuff. So like, yeah, it's really inspiring from that perspective. What's something like that in the rap thing that you feel like, just music in general that like inspires you to that same regard or gives you motivation, ideas, kind of like Alter Carbon for me.
Like artists that you mean
Or it
like
could be
artists
anything.
and
It could be
that
anything. It could be movies, it could be anything.
good question. I'm not gonna lie, bro, these books really have a different type of level of like it really changed how you think. I know
Hmm.
it's corny, like oh you need to read more, whatever, but like reading is really like important. It's really it changes the way your brain works, literally.
No,
Because
you're
like a
right.
movie, right? A movie is like an hour long and it's visual audio. So you can kind of like do stuff while you're watching the movie. It could be your phone, eat popcorn, whatever, whatever. Like a book is like maybe like a month long journey
Yep.
of learning or watching a movie. You feel me?
Hmm.
That's like a month long. You have to really pay attention to every single detail. And there's been some books, bro, that fucked my head up. Like fucked my head up. Like the whole like trying to find one here I can show you. My bad. I'm trying to find a book here that I can show you that really like fucked my head up.
Okay, okay.
Uh, I have a lot in this motherfucking book. Um, it's up there, but I haven't read it fully. But you know the book 1984 by George Orwell.
Oh yeah.
That book is like crazy because a lot of shit that's in that book's happening right now. That's a book that everybody needs to read, by the way. But that's the book that motivates me
Okay,
to
putting
like
them on
write.
game.
Huh?
I said putting them on game. I hear that.
Yeah.
Yo, you just gave me a excellent transition because I was about to say literally that same thing. I was on that same wave, bro. I'm not even joking with you. You ever, bro? Listen to Tupac. Listen to Tupac's album sometimes. He says shit that we say right now, bro, and it'll fuck your brain up. Like slang terms we use right now, he'll just casually
I
throw it in it.
heard him say clout. He
That's
was the first
swag.
rapper I heard say clout before. No, he was the first rapper I heard say clout before, bro.
Yo,
He said the word clout
I
first. Like he said
I
that.
promise you listen to Tupac and you listen to Big. I say Biggie did a couple too. But like weird ass shit, like clout. Like he'll just oh yeah, I was good. I was like clout. This came out in the 90s? How the fuck do you know about clout? Bro,
Yeah,
that's why I'm on some different shit, bro. I'm thinking like the terms we're using now are probably from them.
I know the word thought
I
came
could
from
probably come up with a
Trey album.
term. I could probably come up with a term. Just listen. If I listen to enough of his music, I probably could come up with a term. I'm just gonna listen to a bunch of words that I haven't heard before that nobody used yet. And then I'm gonna say, yeah, 20 from now to 20 years from now, that at one point this word is gonna be popular. I can guarantee you. Because it's just a word that like what the fuck? I've heard him use so many words that we use from like 2005 to now. So many words, like it just in random songs. Like you just vibing to it, you jam, and next thing like what the fuck? Because like it's a he'd be
No,
like,
that
yo, we
shit
was
crazy.
lit in the club. I was like, oh, what? It was what?
No, I heard him
That
say
shit be
clout.
blowing my mind, bro. It be blowing my mind. Like, how did you do that? And this song's
No, that's
old as hell.
20 plus years old. And that's yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard him say clout before for sure. I was like, what the fuck, clout? You what? That's crazy. Like
It
what?
is.
Like
It
if I
really is crazy. It really no. When I heard him say clout, bro, I was like, nah, I must have heard this wrong. I gotta go back and hear that again, bro. Look at the
yeah,
Google guy to Google the lyrics. Like, no, yeah, really said that shit. So now
yeah,
I'm looking at all your lyrics because you saying stuff right now.
yeah. People like that are very need to be studied for sure. Like George Orwell, Tupac, people that just have a different eye. You know what I mean? There's some people
Exactly.
that speak stuff. There's some people that just speak stuff in existence or talk about stuff that's already currently happening. But when you
Hmm.
can say something 20 years ago, I remember when the protest happened and the George Floyd protest happened, bro. Talking about like the main theme song of the whole era was Changes by Tupac, bro.
Yep.
Like that song was the main theme song of the whole era. And I
Hmm.
got homeboys, bro. Like I'm a Tupac fanatic, but I got
Yeah.
homeboys that like my age that like, you know, the wave of new ages that don't be like, oh fuck that old nigga type shit. Like he irrelevant, like he ain't nobody, bro.
Yeah.
But I mean, bro, I'm talking about like crowds of like 6,000 people playing one song over and over again. I just look at these people like, bro, you really think like that's the problem with these people? Like people like just really look at what's happening now. They don't look at the overall effect of things. Like
Yeah.
they're saying this dude's irrelevant because he's old, he's dead, whatever you're trying to say. But like, yo, 20 plus years after he's dead, his song is still being played on a
Major
ridiculous
level.
level.
Yeah.
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 Like Changes a song I still hear now in memes. Like that's epic song. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
during this protest show, like that was like the theme song of the protest. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of artists now that can have that same type of effect where something like that
Do
can
you think
happen. And
do you think any artist right now is gonna have that effect? 20 years from now, they still gonna be bumping?
oh yeah, Kendrick, J. Cole,
Yeah.
Drake, Sean, yeah,
Yeah.
all right, like Kendrick
Yeah,
Lamar.
nah,
That's
but
something.
yeah. Even I like that you said Sean too. Big Sean, bro. He got
Yeah,
some
bro.
bars, bro. Like and look, and I think he's a slept on rapper. I'm gonna be honest right now. I think he's a slept on rapper. Like he got some fucking bars, bro.
He disrespected too. People disrespect the hell out of him for no reason. Like he's a really good rapper.
So I'm saying.
Very yeah. Like people hear that. You know what's the problem? People hear the hit songs by somebody and they judge them by the hit songs, but like they
That's
don't
what I'm
know
saying.
that's not.
He put them songs out for the label. The label told him that he got to make them songs. You know, he got to put out the celebrity song. You know, he got to put out them for the label. But like when you actually listen to the whole album, like you hear some songs and it's like, oh shit, like no, this
He's a
is
he's a dope artist. He put me on a lot of traction. Like he's a very dope artist.
yeah,
That's what kills me about rap nowadays. Not just rap, but just people in general. People just, like
yeah,
judge stuff for appearances. Like nobody gives anything time to grow. Like everything is like I want it now.
fast,
Or
yeah.
whatever I see is good. You know me?
That's his
Like
generation, bro. If you ever think about it, like even the news headline, bro, you look at the picture, you read the caption, And that's what you're going off of. It's like, bro, read the article, read the whole thing. Because when you see the whole story, then you're gonna get a different picture than what that one thing is trying to say. They just trying to give you a little nugget of information. And that's what we going off that nugget of information, just like we talked about earlier with the stereotypes. People go off that, oh, well, he's black, he's got this hairstyle, blah, blah, blah. It's like, all right, but
No, no.
look deeper than that. That's this much of me, right? Come on now.
How many times somebody dropped an album like two hours after the album came out, everybody saying it's trash. Or it's
Yeah.
garbage, just mid. L. You know what I mean? 2 hours. Like I don't
They ain't even give
reimburse
it a
because
chance. Yeah.
bro, as an artist, bro, like album has to sit with me. Like I have to like really like take time to marinate on the album. Like the Kendrick Lamar album, I haven't heard it, bro. It's May 13th right now, 9 o'clock p.m. It came out like almost like it came out midnight.
Yep.
I haven't heard it yet because I
Yeah.
need a full day to like decode everything that's
Yeah.
on the album. I can't album in 20 minutes and be like, oh, this trash is mid. Like
Yeah.
the brain doesn't work like that. You have to really analyze and appreciate stuff.
True.
And maybe that's a generation thing, but I just feel like people don't appreciate
Time and effort for stuff.
anything because everything is so instant. Like I can open
Yeah.
my phone and open Spotify. I can listen to anybody in the world I want to listen to. So we have to care about this person's album, what he has to say, which is sad, but you know what I mean. That's life, I guess.
True. I think the concept of time is gone, man. Like, you know what I mean? And that's why smart parents make their kids work for stuff, because if you think about it, if you're super, even if you're like middle class, right? But I would say even a little bit more wealthy than that, like you're upper middle class, right? And you can buy your daughter like, expensive something, expensive stuff. Like, she's not gonna know the value of that because she didn't work for it. Now, you give that same ideology to somebody who's like, lower middle class or like around there, and then say, oh, she worked for her money. She had a job at Target or something, and she's working every day. And she realized like, well, if I want to buy something that costs, if I want to buy like a PS5 or something, that's $550. That's a paycheck right there. You know what I mean? So it's like, I gotta be smart about what I'm doing with the money. You see what I'm saying? But if you never work for it, then you're like, PS5, it's not that big a deal. You know what I mean? You don't know the value of how much time you have to work for in order to get that thing. So it's like, that's where a lot
Yeah,
of people
bro.
are missing. They
I
they
bought my first car when I was in high school. I was 17 years old. I bought my first car in the year 2005. I think it was like 12 grand. No, not 12 grand. Like 100, 200, $1,200. But
Oh, word?
I bought my
Okay.
first car, bro. I came to school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought my first car. I came to school with no license, driving to school type shit. Everybody asking for rides. Like everybody, all my homies, like, yo, like, let me get a ride. Let me go to McDonald's. Let's skip school. This, And I'm like, bro, like, first of all, I don't do nothing. That's
Yeah.
first, number one. And second, like, you know how hard I work for this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know how hard, you know how many hours it took for me to. I don't have a license, bro, when I'm driving this car, but you know how long it took for me to get this?
True.
Like, it's different love for my first car. Like, for your first car, bro, it's different love for your first car. I think
Of
for
course,
everybody, bro.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you bought that shit, bro. When your
Yeah.
parents, you bought it with your own money, it's a different type of love. Like,
Yeah.
I work for this. You feel me? Like, I put in work for this. Like, I
Yeah.
can't.
Cause
Oh,
you know what you had to do. You know what you had to sacrifice to get that, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. You know the value of it. You actually know the value of it, and that's what I'm thinking. Like, the reason why this generation is different in terms of that is because they don't know the value in it. You know what I mean? When you gotta work for something, you gotta put in time, you gotta put in effort, you gotta put in all that. Then you like it make you think about what you about to get before you get it. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're a shoehead, bro, bro. You'll drop 400 for that from a pair of Jordans. But I'm saying, if you work and you saved up and now you can afford them, now it's a different thing though. Because now when you got a 400 pair of J's, you're gonna be like, bro, I appreciate them. You know what I mean? You're gonna put them bad boys in a box. You're gonna have them on display in the front of your house. You know what I mean? But
or
if you ain't work for them, man, it's not gonna be that big. You can be like, oh, okay, yeah, it's not there.
yeah,
So
I
I
feel you
think,
100%.
yeah, I feel like that's the only difference between the generations for real. You know, the value of a dollar is different. Value of time is different too.
Are we in the same generation? Are you in my generation? Do you consider? Are we in
I
the same
I
generation?
I say I'm a half breed. Because I think people a little bit older than me would say that I'm not, and then they would think, and then I say a couple references, and they're like, You was a young buck, but we'll still count you in. We'll still count you in. But you know what I mean? And then I feel like in your generation, I think that y'all would say the same thing. Like, oh man, you young too. So fuck it. You put it you in our generation. So
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with VHS tapes. I'm not all the way
so
like
yeah,
techno.
yeah, I think I'm in the half. I think I'm right between them two. Cause I'm not so old where I'm like, oh, I'm in the beeper era. No, that was before my time. I mean, I was very young when that was a thing. So
Nah, it's crazy because like
like
old
I
people
got
look at us.
memories of people with beavers. I mean, I wasn't that young, but I mean, but it's like it's if you're young, 6, 7, it doesn't count. But
No,
like,
it's crazy 'cause older people look at us like me and my generation. Like we're like we grew up with iPhones. I didn't have an iPhone until like 2012. I was like 11 years old. So
yeah,
I had been living my childhood when I was 11. I had been in
yeah,
kindergarten. Like, I could sketch hopscotches and VHS tapes and being outside. Like
yeah.
that's the kids nowadays, bro. These kids be inside on
That's
the
what I'm
internet all the
saying,
time.
bro. Now
That's
that is
that's
that
not
is where that's why I
millennials.
say I was the last of that era because I was the last of that era when we really went. I'm serious. We went outside every fucking day. Every day we was outside.
At school every day. You don't you have to do your homework, bro. You have to do your homework. Like
Yeah,
you had to.
bro. We
Nowadays, kids are going outside before no homework. They're going outside straight on their laptop. Like let's go. Like no, oh you have to yeah.
Yeah, they
No,
don't even be on that, or they be on that like, oh, let me get on my laptop, let me get on the tablet. I'm like, man, bro.
yeah. Toys R Us is shut down, bro. Toys was the shit. Like what?
And real
Toys
stuff
R
right
Us?
now. Toys R Us and Blockbuster was literally my shit, bro. Like I'm
I'm
not joking right
saying
now. It's
Blockbuster,
nostalgic.
bro.
That's
You
literally
took it back
nostalgia
to
for me.
Blockbuster, bro. You took it back to Blockbuster, bro.
Ah, yo,
I hated Netflix when that came out, bro. Because Netflix came out and then Blockbuster just disappeared. I was like, what the fuck is? Why did they
literally.
do this? Like, I
Bro,
hated Netflix before
I'm not
Blockbuster,
gonna lie to you. Even as a concept right now, I think it would still work. I still think it would work. I'm not saying I'm personally gonna fund it so it
bro.
can bring it back, but I think it would still work. Cause look, Netflix is too big right now in terms of like, if you wanted to buy a new movie, you're done. Okay, Blockbuster, you have you have zero shot of that, right? But I think in terms of renting games,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that could be a thing. I think because no, where can you do that nowadays? You know what I mean? You can't do it anywhere.
I mean, shoot, even for the experience, because I remember Blockbuster, like you could, they had like that was a big ass store. Every movie was in Blockbuster. You can find any movie in that bitch, any movie. You know what I mean? Eat while you're in the store. They got like popcorn and like
Oh
snack.
yeah, they
It's
had
like
the
a movie.
candy, bro. They had Bunch of Crunch, bro. They have Bunch of Crunch. Yo, every time I go to a movie, the only place you can get Bunch of Crunch nowadays is movie theaters. And I'm like, when every time I go to a movie theater, I look specifically for Bunch of Crunch. I don't care about nothing else, bro. That's my shit, bro. Man, Blockbuster was the stuff, man. Like
God, bro.
everybody was
Every
exploiting the fuck out of it, though. And I get it. I get it. I get why they couldn't be sustainable in the long run. You know,
yeah.
I mean, damn well I took fucking like probably 5 DVDs, 8 games from them over the years, allegedly, of course, allegedly. But yeah, it's hard to be like good with that. You know what I mean? It's like a library system, but you instead of library books, you're getting like actual things that are worth money. Like DVDs and CDs and stuff. So
yeah.
it's a hard model to
Some
think
people
about.
like that old like vintage feel though. I still love walking to a store. I
Oh yeah,
still go to the. I still shop for my clothes. I
really?
don't shop.
You don't go
I don't
online?
like shopping.
Yeah,
Not
I
really.
feel the same. I feel the same. Like, certain stores are getting a resurgence because of the internet. Now here's a controversial one. Like what's his name? Barnes and Noble. Bro,
Yeah, you
Barnes and
told me
Noble,
that. We were
they
talking about
was yeah, they was closing. I swear to be, they was closing down. And then now because of TikTok, blowing up with the book talk, they opened up like 165 new locations. That's crazy.
that. That's beautiful too. I
Yeah,
wish that could be applied
it
to
is.
everybody.
Because if you're a book person, if you're a book lover, that where else are you gonna go to find actual books, like physical books? Like you need a store like that. You need a brick and mortar store that sells books. Just like we
Yeah.
got Best Buy for the games and stuff. Like, bro, if Best Buy ever, because Circuit City's not here, because all the other stores, Radio Shack's not here, if Best Buy ever goes away, the only reason why I feel like they can't go away, like literally, I'm like, people would band together to lobby so that they don't go away. Where else you gonna look for stuff online? You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
true.
think about it like this: if I'm looking at a TV on Amazon.com, right? and it says, "Oh, blah blah blah. This is the model, this is the make," and I'm like, I want to see how this thing is gonna look before I order it because I don't want to waste my money. Where am I
That's what I'm
gonna
saying.
go? Where am I gonna go to do that? That's why so many people do that. Literally, they do that. They go into Best Buy. You know what the fuck you're looking for already because you already seen it online. You just want to see it in person. And now, with a place like Best Buy, where you have everything open and you can already experience it, you get the experience of it. Even with cameras and stuff, you can experience it and then say, "Okay, yeah, this is looking pretty good." Now you go back home and you order on Amazon. That's why Best Buy had to get hip to that, and they were like, "Wait a second, we're losing too many business opportunities to Amazon." So now they have price match. I'm not trying to advertise for Best Buy or nothing, but yeah. So whatever price Amazon says on their website from Amazon, they will literally match the price. And even if it's something crazy, if they say that because their prices are normally pretty close to that because of that, you know what I mean? But if it was something crazy like even $100 difference, they have to respect you and do it. Because they know that you're gonna go home and just order it on Amazon. So they're like, we gotta beat them to it.
Yeah, bro. And I'm still that type of dude. I'm still walking the store,
I
Best
like
Buy type
that.
of
I
dude.
like to walk in the store and get something like that. You know, if I'm looking for a camera, I'm like, I don't want to go boom and then I gotta go home, then I gotta order it, then I gotta wait 5 days, and then I'm gonna get it in the mail. Like, I would love to just get the camera, walk out with it, take a picture right when from the store.
I would still love to go to the record store. I know I've never been
Fuck
to a
it,
record store.
bro. And yo, they got one here.
No way.
Yeah, like a real record store. Like I mean, like big
Vinyls, yeah, I know.
like Best Buy size record store where just every song there. Like even
Word.
new artists are in there, dude. Like new artists,
Yeah.
because
I check
because
that
some
out.
artists make vinyls. I didn't know that. That's something that I didn't know. I didn't know new artists make vinyls. Like think about Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar's new CD. Like if he wanted to, I guarantee that shit has a vinyl right now. I guarantee you shit has a
It
vinyl.
does because my homeboy has a damn vinyl
Yeah,
and a vinyl. Like, yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. I know it's
Which
good.
is dope as
They
fuck
sound different
though.
too.
So if you
No, they
want to go
sound
old
different
school,
too.
if you want to go old school, you really got yourself a record player, bro. You really gonna do it right there. Like
My homeboy has.
imagine having some trap ass music, but on
Uh, I'll need this have
that'd be
vinyls. I'll
lit
need them to play that
though.
vinyl.
Put the thing on,
Yeah, some future or some shit.
bumping
Speeds
that
or
shit. Put the bass. I know. Put the bass up. Oh, bro, that would be lit, bro. Now you make me think about it. My dad got a record player though. I got him for like a couple Christmases ago.
now my best friend has one. I'm trying to tell you, like he has J. Cole vinyls and Kendrick, like
I see. I
new
knew
art,
it. I knew it, bro. I knew he had some. Kendrick
and
of
it
all people,
sounds
I know
different
for a
too.
fact he has some. I just know it. I remember seeing one actually. I
Nah,
seen
but
it.
they sound different though. Like they sound sonically, it sounds different than your headphones. It's a different experience. And
Is
they
it
be
a?
having hidden tracks. They have hidden
Would you
tracks
say
on
it's a?
them.
Wait. Would you say it's a better or worse experience?
I like. I don't like. I don't like music out loud. That's the thing though with me. But if you want to hear every instrument, every note of every string,
Yeah.
then yeah, vinyl. But I don't like out loud music. I like to be in my headphones with music.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, no. You've been real. You've been real. That's the same as like noise cancel versus non-noise cancel. Some people like noise cancel. Some people hate noise cancel. I mean,
Yeah.
me personally, depending on the vibe. You know, if I'm in a car, then noise cancel all day. I don't want to hear no ambulance, no nothing. Say cops like, no,
I'm
that's
not.
illegal. Okay, you cannot do that, bro. Is that not the weirdest music rule of all time, bro? It's completely illegal to have both your headphones in your car and at the same time.
That's
Illegal,
illegal.
illegal
Have it, man.
to have both of them in. Doesn't
Shit,
matter
I
if
don't
you
broke.
listen to
I
music
broke
or
my
not,
promise.
just to have
I don't
both
broke.
of them in. Dumb law.
I don't
Dumb
broke.
law. And it normally gets thrown out. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I'm not speaking for anybody else. I'm just gonna say normally gets thrown out. But the fact that they can even write you a ticket for that, bro, is dumb as fuck. Like, think here's what you know is a dumb rule. Like, let's use the converse of that and make even less sense. So you can have your music bumping in your car with the windows up. I ain't gonna say down, because then down you can give me this disturbing the peace, right? Come on, I know my rights. Look,
Yeah.
but if your windows is up, you can. He's like, now we know you black, bro. Come on, I got pulled over too many times. But look, with the windows up, you can listen to the music in your car as loud as you want. Literally so loud that it's fucking shaking the car next to you. You know what I mean? If you want to have the fucking bass bumping, bro, do it. You know what I mean? That's totally legal. But the second you got both your headphones in, that's illegal. So I'm like, make that make sense. If the rule is because people can't hear, then why would you allow music to be at any decibel that they want? You know what I mean? You can have music bumping at 120 decibels. you know, shaking the fucking cars next to them, which is legal, where they can't hear shit. They can't hear ambulance, they can't hear sirens, they can't hear police, they can't hear nothing. But it's illegal to listen to literally nothing but put your headphones in. And I'm like, and
Yeah.
here's why rules like that, you know, especially certain companies might say, oh, you can't listen to headphones and stuff like that. It's not even from the safety aspect of it, man. It's the like weird stereotype that like, you know, 80s movies used to have where like people had headphones in and like some monster behind them and shit and they can't hear and it's sneaking up on them. You know what I'm saying? All right, so it's like when you watching those 80 films and it's like a monster behind you, but you got your headphones in, so you can't really see was there, and you know you can't hear them. And I think that that's what like perpetuated that whole thing where they don't like headphones because people was like oblivious to like things that was going on around them. Because headphones back then were a lot worse than they are now. They didn't have like air sockets that let air come through, so you can't really hear as well. I'm like technology over the last, I even say 10 years with headphones is like substantially better now. You know, you can hear all the ambient noises coming in the background. Even if you're bumping your music, you know, you still can hear it. So it's like, yeah, just it's an arbitrary rule that makes no sense at this point in time in terms of the
Those
cops. Yeah. But I mean, I guess they got to enforce something. So, yeah.
in some way. I'll say
Exactly.
that.
You, how you feel about the cops?
Uh, hmm, I feel about cops.
Hmm. Keep it a buck.
The ones that do their job correctly. Who said this? Somebody said this in an interview. Chris Walker was talking about this. He was saying how cops is the only job that should have like you should be 100% good in that job. There's some jobs that you can slip up being like a little bit, you know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
have a couple, you know what I mean? But a cop is a job you need to be like 100% at a person because you're dealing with lives. Like a cop or a doctor because you're dealing with lives at that point. You can't really be like
Fucking up
there's
all the
no
time.
perfect doesn't exist, but you know what?
You can't be fucking up all the time.
Yeah, you have to be closer to perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, cops is you know what I mean? Hey, yeah,
Like, let,
cops is you know.
like, let me say this. Like, let's say you know that there's corruption in your circuit, your district, but you're like a deputy. You know, you just got hired on the team. So then you see the stuff is going on. Maybe it's a couple other good cops with you, but you know they're doing other stuff. You know, taking money from the cases. They treating people bad. They clearly showing racism to certain people. They got favoritism towards certain people.
Yeah,
What do you do if you're that new hired deputy?
I mean that deputy needs to have a voice and like say something because what happens is
But say something to
it's the
who
same
though?
thing with like
Say something to who?
to them. It's the same thing with guilty by association. You know what I mean? Not many cases of crime where people have just been guilty by association. Like they've done nothing but be around bad apples and they
Yeah.
get you know what I mean charged with being around fruit.
Yeah.
It's the same concept. Like you know what I mean? Because they don't say nothing, and then when people come out the work window and say all cops are bad, fuck cops, and start killing cops and shit. Not that you need to be doing that, because like you know what I mean. You don't. I don't believe in you just essentially killing people,
Hmm.
either side of the field. But at the same time, it's like you got to know you got to represent your gang, bro. Cops is a
True.
gang. You know
True.
what I mean? Tupac said that. Cops is a gang.
Yep.
Like in the gang, if you do something wrong, you get DP, which is discipline. You get you know what
Yep.
I mean beat up by the OG. You know what I mean? You feel me? Because everything you do represents that gang.
Hmm.
A crip cannot just go into a school and beat a kid up and go back to his set because the whole gang is gonna be investigated for beating a kid up. So
Hmm.
you gotta discipline your workers, bro. Everything you do has an effect on you. Everything you do represents
But
you. Like
what if the captain is corrupt?
shit, that's even worse. But who's he gonna answer to though? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know
See,
who he
and
gonna
that,
answer to.
but I'm giving realistic there. I'm not trying to give a cop a way out, but I'm just saying in a realistic there. You ain't gonna tell the damn whole deputy. You ain't gonna have to tell the whole damn department that they fucking up. I'm
True. I
saying
mean,
you as a person ain't gonna fucking do that. No, because then
uh,
they gonna come on your ass now. Okay,
yeah. I mean, you should.
now they threatening your ass. Oh, you see,
I mean, you
you think we
should.
fucking up, huh? Now,
I mean, you should though.
you just said they're a gang. So you think they gonna take that lightly?
I mean, you should. I'm not. I can't tell. No, I can't really speak for anybody but myself. I think you should. I mean, if a cop were to ask me why do people not like them so much, that's be the reason. It's not that all y'all are bad. It's just that most of y'all are bad, or maybe
But that's what I'm
a
saying.
small
But that's what I'm
percentage
saying.
of
Even if you do
people
believe
around.
that, so how are they gonna change internally if nobody can really do that? Because you can't contact, say, internal affairs. Same snitch rules apply to anybody.
That's what I'm saying.
They gonna be
Like
like,
a
oh,
cop.
okay, you want to send the investigation squad on us. All right, cool. Now we know who you are. So now we gonna fuck you up. So
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like with a cop, I believe, like Chris Rock said, you have to be 100% of you. You can't be like a fuck up. Like there's some jobs, bro. Like not to make this comparison, but because I don't believe in like the convict system. I don't believe in people judging people off felonies and stuff. But there's certain jobs you can get that it doesn't matter what you did. When,
yeah,
when you were like 12 years old, like you could have killed a cat, you could have skinned a cat alive,
yeah,
and you still might be
you
able
still
to
can get
be
the
a
job.
lunatic. Bro.
Yeah.
It don't matter. But as a cop, everything you do matters.
Hmm.
Every behavior, affect, everything matters. Like literally everything is on the line as a cop. Everything, because you're dealing with lives, and you have a weapon that can kill people.
Yeah.
So I gotta know what's going on in your mind. I have to know what's going on up here. You feel me? I have to know.
Yeah.
So even before it gets to that point, I feel like cops have to be 100% there. You can't have a lick of anything found on your record as a cop. For me personally, if change needs to be made, you can't have a lick of any type of behavioral issue,
Mm.
active racist, domestic violence,
Yeah.
nothing. Like you have to be 100%. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be politically correct as I can,
No,
because I don't,
I feel you. I hear
I don't be saying fuck cops. You know what I mean? I don't even say that, but
fucking
because
12.
I've never got put up before. I've never really had like a bad person. Like, I've never had a bad interaction with a cop. I've had one interaction at my school my senior year where I was in my car, my first car, Nissan Altima, and I bought it from a Mexican dude. And with the way I bought the car, there was a bullet hole in the car. It was already lodged in the car. It was a small bullet hole. But I was parked one day hanging on my homeboy after school, and the cop told me to roll the window down. And I was like, "What's up?" He was like, "Do you know about shooting in such and such neighborhood?" I'm not gonna say the hood. And I was like, "Bro, what the fuck are you talking about?" Like, wow, like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's the thing too with people. Like, I don't know. I think that cop must have been really dumb. It's like, why would I go shoot up a whole hood and come back to a school campus? Like, what's the mentality in that? Are you
Yeah.
dumb? But I was just like, bro, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like, leave me
Yeah.
alone. He was like, I need to see some ID. And I just gave my driver's license, and that was pretty much it. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying that was the most negative I've had with a cop, and that's probably the most negative I hope to go with a cop because I don't really want to deal with cops. I don't need to call the cops. I don't need to talk to them. I don't need anything. For me,
True.
like
True. Yeah. That. Hey, you fortunate. Let me say that. But
you're worse.
I'm gonna say this on this note.
Yeah,
We gotta bring you back for another episode, man, because I don't even know if we're gonna have enough space on this bad boy to do this. But
my bro. Next episode, I have a better phone and a better setup. I swear to God.
hey,
My
y'all
phone.
heard chat. Y'all heard him. So he gonna do this. We gotta talk about we gotta talk about everything, man. We're gonna hit the whole gambit.
Bro, you know what we gotta do, bro? Caleb gotta come back, bro. I gotta bring Caleb back.
Hey, then we can have a 3-way. That would be
Pause.
perfect. Hey, hell
Pause.
yeah. And we need somebody on the game perspective too. So then we're gonna have that guy had a line of questions already set up. So yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
we doing that. All right. So
I appreciate you, though, my boy.
definitely. So as always, hit the like button, subscribe, all the other stuff. Tristan, you wanna say something?
No, I'll fuck with y'all.
All right.
Y'all cool.
Yeah,
I
we already plugged you in the description, so you're already good.
appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah. All right.